A very happy Monday to everybody who is listening to my voice right now. I am Nwabisa, and this is the Midday Talk from Agape FM, bringing the gospel nearer to you. As you all know, that this is a show where we bring you movers and shakers, we're bringing you businessmen and women, and we're bringing you all that is good. Today, across from me is sitting a lovely gentleman, Nwabisa. How are you, sir?
Very good, and you?
I am well, thank you. So today we are being educated, okay? When I say educated, please do take notes because we're talking cricket today and we're talking sport in general. Is there anyone that you want to give a shout out to who's probably listening right now?
I guess the coaches who are out in the trenches, hopefully changing kids' lives in one way or another. Yeah, keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work. Welcome to the Midday Talk. Let me just say I'm so excited today. I know nothing about sports, but I got to get a glimpse when I was looking at your bio. And let me just say, cricket, guys, is such an amazing sport. Before we begin, please do get in contact with us at 06940211131. That is on WhatsApp, or you can call us on 06940211131 or on email at info@agaperadio.co.za. You can also comment on our page because we are live, and welcome once again to the Midday Talk. As you all know, that we always read the bio of the guest so that you know who he is and what he's all about. But before I read the bio, can you briefly tell us what cricket means to you? Just in one word.
Passion.
Passion, okay. The Youth Cricket Academy was started by Nwabisa in 2001 and coaches children of all ages from the age of 3 through to 18 years of age. The Youth Cricket Academy offers the following services. They coach children in private lessons, paired lessons, and group lessons. They send coaches to schools to coach their school teams. They send coaches to preschools as an extramural that they can offer to their pupils. They host cricket festivals in the holidays. They host weekly matches for the children of all ages each weekend. They hire out their fields to school for their sports and matches. They do coaching road shows where we take out coaches to small towns in the karoo, etc., and coach the children at schools who are not able to access regular coaching. And lastly, they also have started coaching soccer too. I want to get into that in the soccer part. So these are some of the activities that Youth Cricket Academy gets up to. Once again, welcome.
Thank you.
You said passion, right? Passion describes what cricket means to you.
Yeah.
In a nutshell, how did you start? Just introduce yourself to my guests and to the viewers and to the listeners. Who is Nwabisa before you decided to be a coach, and what are you all about?
Yeah, it's a interesting evolution, really. So I fell in love with cricket when I was 12. My best mate at school at the time and his granny took me to watch provincial matches at St. George's Park, and in those days it was packed. And I think if you just have the vibe and energy of a packed stadium, whether it's music, whether it's art, whether it's theatre, whether it's sport, there's a good chance you can fall in love if everybody in that stadium is in a good space and all cheering after the same result, you know. So I fell in love with cricket when I was 12, and it just remains my passion through high school. I started coaching straight after high school at the school I was at. So I've been coaching from the age of 18, really, and it's just evolved into a career now.
It is a career indeed, and it's a career based on passion as well. And you just fell in love. Age 13. Like most people or most kids don't know what they want to do with their lives at that age. they're just cruising, especially in our generation. But before I ask you all about that, you fell in love with the sport, age 13, right? Now, when you decided to go into coaching, and then you decided that I want to open my own business. This is in 2001. What inspired that? And did you go for training afterwards, or do you have training to coach other cricket players, or was it just passion that only inspired that?
Okay, so how did I end up opening my own business? I was in the right place at the right time. So someone who had access to an underutilized but perfectly manicured cricket facility suggested, as I was coaching at schools, I may as well coach at that facility, which is still the facility I'm at today, which is in Warmer, 2 lovely cricket fields between all the trees. So that avenue opened itself where I was able to coach from my own place, as opposed to having to share school facilities with the pupils at the school. And yeah, I would say from there it grew into the business it is today. Initially, I coached children because I knew a lot more than the children that I was being paid to coach. You know, when you're 18 and you've loved cricket for 5 years, you know a lot more than someone who's 7.
Exactly.
And then as you find you're coaching more and more children, you go and get some qualifications, you know, do some courses, pass some exams, and then you can actually put courses and qualifications behind your passion and not just knowledge and experience.
Wonderfully put. When you open a business, because you were a coach before you opened your own business, right? When you open a business, we all know that you need a mission statement, you need a vision statement, you have goals. This is what you want to do. What was your mission statement when you started Youth Cricket Academy?
I've actually had to write one once or twice, but it was a good 10 years into my business before I had a mission statement. I had a view of what needed to be done.
Okay.
I had a passion in wanting to help the children. And I think that I wanted to play professional cricket when I was younger, and there were not real avenues I found that I could go to get extra professional cricket coaching. So my goal was initially, and still is today, to provide an outlet where if someone is talented enough and passionate enough, we can supply them with the know-how and enable them to reach those goals.
Right. I'm looking at the South African cricket team. Right. What are your views on how we, as the country, how we are as the cricket coach, and how do you think you can change, or how do you think that the pupils within your academy can become the best versions of the South African cricket team?
I think that for a young cricketer to succeed, he needs to quietly focus on his own game and not get caught up, which is easily done in the behind the scenes, in the news, you know, in the lifestyle that inevitably goes with a pro cricketer or a pro sportsman or a professional star. You know, a professional rugby player, professional cricketer in this country is as famous as a professional singer. And you can quite easily get caught up in all the peripheral stuff and lose focus on your main objective, which is to just play the game of cricket as best as you can.
All right. Dear listeners, the time is 14 minutes past 1 on a Monday afternoon. It is 26 degrees Celsius outside, and today I am sitting with Glenn Bester of Youth Cricket Academy. We are speaking cricket, we're speaking sport, and we're speaking business today. As a business, you have been in the field, you have been in the game for more than 10 years now, since 2001 when you officially started the business, but you've been in the game for more than that. What are the milestones? What are the biggest milestones that you've come across, that you've achieved as a coach and as a businessman?
Well, I suppose many people say that it's quite remarkable that a business can survive for 20 years.
True.
So
True.
we are now in our 21st year. I think I'm just so busy in the trenches, you know, actually working. You don't have time to sit back and compare yourself to other businesses and how long have other businesses been around and how well you're doing, in fact. As long as you're keeping the wolves away from the doors and the children are coming and playing their cricket and you are paying your staff and yourself, I suppose, at the end of the day, then that's the main objective.
True.
So, yeah, I haven't had time to really sit back and ponder how I've done. But, yeah, I think that's definitely a plus, is going for 20 years. I'm quite proud of that. Players who have left the academy have gone on to represent the Proteas, represent England. Loads have played SA under-19 cricket. So from that point of view, I'm also quite proud of the achievement of the boys that we've worked with. Many I've coached personally, others have been coached by fellow staff members. But yeah, they're playing at the highest level, which is pretty cool.
That is a milestone on its own, eh? Having people who've been trained at your academy, will play for big leagues. That is an achievement. It is a milestone on its own. As that is one of, it brings me to my next question, right? You have over 300, right? How about over 300 pupils in the academy?
Yeah.
And you coach from Monday to Sunday.
Yes.
Right. It's thriving. The business is thriving. The academy is thriving. It's filled. It's packed. What are the some awards and achievements that the academy offers to their students?
Well, I mean, we try and make every child better. And the rewards for the child is when they get moved up from the C side to the B side to the A side. I had a kid come to me the other day. He was 13 and he said he's finally made the A side.
Okay, so before I catch you in that, please elaborate what is an A side, a B side, a C side.
Well, I suppose the A side would be the top side.
Oh, okay.
So he made the highest team his school could offer him.
Oh, okay.
So he'd always been in the second team or the third team, and you know he made the first team. So he was quite proud of that. And as a coach, that's quite fulfilling as well.
True.
You know, just making people better versions of themselves. You know, which I know is a bit of a cliche, but cricket teaches you a lot of ownership because it's a team sport, but it's made up of individual performances. Okay, so rugby, hockey, soccer, everyone's running around, everyone's after the same ball. Where cricket, you're on your own. When you're hitting the ball, no one's bothering you. In fact, no one can even speak while you're about to hit the ball. When you're running in and bowling the ball, you're doing it on your own. When you're fielding, you're doing it on your own. So when you make a mistake, you did that on your own. But when you hit a boundary or you take a catch or you get a wicket, you did that on your own. So it teaches a lot of ownership for the individual, you know, to be responsible for your actions, and all actions have repercussions, both good and bad. So you actually see a lot of children grow just as human beings being involved in the sport.
Sure. I love how you put it, that it teaches you. Basically teaches you everything about life on its own, exactly. Because in life, you're always on your own. You need assistance, yes, but you're always on your own. This is the Youth Cricket Academy. This is Glenn Bester of the Youth Cricket Academy, and we are speaking responsibility, we're speaking cricket, we're speaking all things that one can be proud of. How do you keep the coaches, because you have coaches that are staff members that you employ, how do you keep them motivated? How do you keep the employee morale up and productivity for them to work within alignment of their vision and your goals?
I think when it comes to selecting who you want to work with you, you need to see the same passion you've got. And then the love for cricket takes care of itself. So, you know, you can see straight away if someone's just there for the money or they're just going through the motions. And that rubs off on the children that they're coaching, and everyone can see that. So I think it's important to select people who are as passionate as you and let the magic of cricket look after itself, and in most cases it does.
Yes, it really does. So I read that South Africa is currently ranked at number 9 of the world's popularity cricket around the world, right? So as a cricket coach, how do you think, or do you reckon that in the next 20 years, 20 to 30 years, cricket will be a sport that will be highly recommended for children and kids to go towards, or will it just fade away as time comes?
Sport is becoming a business, not just because it's my business, but the actual very essence of sport. I mean, if you look around, your top sportsmen and your top athletes are earning what surgeons are earning.
True.
They're earning what famous musicians are earning.
Exactly.
And as soon as you have top sport being played, you have people watching it, and therefore it's valuable to advertisers to spend money there, and the money that is spent there is phenomenal. I heard that, I speak under correction, but I think one of the South African players will earn 45,000 Rand for every ball that he bowls in a 6-week cricket tournament. Imagine 45,000 Rand for every ball that you bowl.
Exactly.
That is the kind of money that people are getting paid, and that's not even an international sport. That's just a T20 competition in India. So I think, will sport exist as long as there's money? Yes, sport will exist. And if anything, sport is headed down the road where it's becoming more lucrative to be involved than it was. So it's more likely to exist than it would have some time ago.
Sure. All right. So I also read that in your bio that you're also going to sporting now and into soccer. What is that all about?
I had an ex-Bafana player who whose children came for cricket lessons, and he asked if I wouldn't be interested in doing some soccer. So initially I set it up for him, and we do offer small group soccer lessons and private soccer lessons, because there are very few outlets that offer small private soccer training. It's mostly clubs, it's mostly bigger groups. So if you wanted to come and have certain aspects of your own soccer game improved, kicking the ball harder, dribbling it quicker and so on, then that's the kind of avenue that that we're willing to go down with them.
So is it safe to say that Youth Cricket Academy now offers soccer and cricket? Is there any other field that you're hoping to go into sport-wise?
I'm not writing off going into any fields, but it's also one in the hand is better than 2 in the bush.
True.
So I'm also quite aware that I need to keep the focus on the cricket to make sure that you are an out-and-out professional cricket entity before becoming just a general extramural sporty place, if that makes sense, you know. So in terms of restaurants being an out-and-out brilliant steakhouse, and that's what you specialize in, as opposed to just doing pizzas and pastas and steaks and seafoods, and then you become more just a general restaurant. So yeah, from that point of view, I'm definitely more focused on making sure that cricket remains the ultimate goal. But if other options do become available, we'll certainly explore them.
So when is the next match?
At the Youth Cricket Academy?
Yes.
We play every weekend. So we'll have matches this Saturday and Sunday. So yeah, we've got matches every weekend.
So is it open to the public? Can we come and watch, or are there tickets that are being sold?
You're welcome to come and watch. There are no tickets, so the public are very welcome to come and have a look and see what it's all about. Everyone is welcome to come and play, but they need to get hold of me just so that we know what numbers to expect on the day.
Sure. And there you have it. Before I ask you, there's a question that I usually ask, and I love asking this. But where can we find you on social media? Where, if someone wants to really come and play, how can they get in touch with you? Are you on social media and all those sort of things?
Yeah, we're on Facebook. So Youth Cricket Academy. It's got quite a busy Facebook page. So we're on there all the time. There's also a YCA Instagram page. So all the details are on the Facebook page under Youth Cricket Academy. Just even Googling Youth Cricket Academy or Cricket Academy in Port Elizabeth, our name pops up first. So we should be quite easy to find.
If you are looking for a cricket match and if you want to watch or you just want to play, please do get in contact with Glen Bester. Do search them on Google. They're also on Facebook at Youth Cricket Academy. Or if you want more details, please contact us on 069 402 1131. That is 069 402 1131. And then, time now is 25 minutes past 1 on a Monday afternoon. Before I let you go, Glenn, for anyone who is trying they want to play sport, but they don't know which one is good for them, how would you encourage them to go about the search?
Try the different sports. Give them a bash. Sports fits your personality. With hindsight, why I liked cricket was because it was an individual sport. So I watched people play, I watched people raise the bats because they did well. I saw people take catches and everyone applauding the person who did well. So I found cricket was an individual sport, even though it was played as a team, and that attracted me to cricket. If you are more robust, you might enjoy the rough and tumble of rugby. If you are an introvert, you may prefer something like tennis, which is an individual sport where you play by yourself. You know, yes, they're doubles, or golf is more of a private sport. So if you're generally a private person, and you will find golf might suit you better. If you're a team guy and you're just there to, you know, have a laugh and interact with everybody, you might find a team sport like hockey or soccer would suit you better. So sports suit personalities. I would say give them all a bash and see which one suits yours.
Put beautifully said, and I'm not saying anything other than that. Please do go on the Facebook platforms and get in contact with them. This is Glen Bester of Youth Cricket Academy, and I am Nwabisa of the Midday Talk. Please do stay tuned for quite some more at our radio station, and thank you for tuning in on our Facebook platforms and on the website and on radio. Thank you so much, and I going to love and leave you with Sinach saying Waymaker. Goodbye.